And when you're dead, you're done. Let the good times roll. Oh, let the good times roll. We don't care if you're young or old. Get together, let the good times roll. Don't sit there mumbling, talking trash. If you wanna have a ball, you gotta spend some cash. Let the good times roll. Hey, let the good times roll. Well, we don't care if you're young or old. Get together, let the good times roll. Hey, go for the blues now.
I just present to you the toilet, the bath, the shower and the sink, all in one. But I tell you what, I don't care. So blooming hot today, it was a welcome relief, that. The shower, I mean. And it's only £4.
Well, that was a tough ride. I just got, excuse me, I've just got into Pekanbaru, which is about a third of the way down Sumatra. Only about 370 miles, I think. But I left just after 5 this morning, and that's me just got here about 6:30 tonight. The roads in Sumatra, the roads are alright themselves. A few potholes, a couple of bumps, but it's tarmac, so there's no problem there. But it's the traffic and the driving. The traffic is ridiculous. It is basically nose to tail. The last 100 odd miles it started to open out a little bit, but it is heavy going. You're talking 20-30 miles an hour average, average speed, if not less. And it's hot. I'm approaching the equator now. I should cross the equator tomorrow. So it's really hot, especially wearing that suit. You can't take on enough water. A bit like the desert actually, but oh well, I am absolutely knackered. Sumatra is just going to be a labour, I think. I'm just going to have to grit my teeth and get through it. I'm hoping I've got another 2, maybe 3 days of this before I get to the south and can get the ferry across to Java, and then it's straight to Jakarta from there. Apparently Java's a bit more, dare I say, civilised. Jakarta traffic is in a league of its own apparently, so I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, I just want to work my way down, get down into the peace and quiet, down into Bali, and then start island hopping across to East Timor. I think realistically I'm probably looking at 2 or 3 weeks, so it's probably going to be the beginning of December before I get to Oz, I think. I don't know, it all depends how things go from now on, really. Oh yeah, it's another thing, the air in Sumatra is just, it's thick with fumes, just thick with diesel, petrol. You can feel it on your skin, and it stings your eyes when you've got your visor up. And as you can see, I mean, I look like I've got eye makeup, or I look like a goth or something here. But that's just the crap from the air, basically. God knows what it's done to my lungs, but oh well. Right, enough moaning. Right, bit of a nightmare. Road was flooded. I did one water crossing and that was okay, but the second one, water's got into the engine and flooded it, so I was up the creek really without a paddle. Managed to push her through, pushed it up a hill, and then tried to bump start it back down the hill a few times, got nowhere. Then paid some local kids to help push me up the top of a hill, at which point the local old Bill arrived, and he very kindly pushed me on his scooter into the next town and took me to a garage where they're having a look at it. Obviously it's the first big bike they've looked at, but he seems to have got the gist of the problem, so hopefully they might be able to do something. I'm a long way from Jambi. I really don't want to get stuck out here. It's a bad bit of road coming up. So we'll see how we get on. adventure, eh? Hey. Well, we're now in a truck with Harry. This is Harry.
Yeah.
Hello, Harry. And we're now heading to Jambi. It's going to be about 10 hours, I think.
Jakarta, mister.
Jakarta, eventually, yes. Yeah. Jambi tonight. Yeah, apparently the road up in the mountains after Ringat is a bit of a nightmare, and there's a fair bit of flooding along the way, so to be in all honesty, I've had enough. So yeah, we've waited a few hours, got this truck, the beast's in the back hopefully, and yeah, get to Jambi tonight, and that'll bring us back on schedule. I'm a couple of days behind, real slow going in Sumatra. And I'm really pushed for time with my visa. I might have to extend the visa in Indonesia, so we'll see. Still an adventure though. The people in Indonesia are incredibly friendly. Great place. This is what it's like. You get heavy on the road, and they're only little roads, as you can see, one lane, and that's it. Everything is just congested, and it can go for miles and miles behind. And sometimes you just get stuck like this, you can't get by it. I really don't like Sumatra. It's a horrible place to ride. Lovely people, but not a biking place. Not enjoyable. And the rules of the road are, by the look of it, shut your eyes and go for it. There's a definite pecking order for the size of your vehicle, like in a lot of places really, to be honest, but here it's definitely the worst standard of driving I've experienced yet. No doubt India's worst. Everyone always says India is the worst, but this, hands down, this is the worst. I'm taking near-death experiences every single day, but I'm nearly through it. Tomorrow morning, get up, go get on the ferry, hopefully, and cross over to Java, and I'll make my way straight to Glenn Stirling's place from Sanctuary. He's kindly going to put me up for a night or two in South Jakarta.
Everything that we talked about must have meant more to me. I guess that I could see it on your face, how a lack of trust supposed to feel.
Hey, Scotland, Scotlandia.
So lay my ashes down upon your heart, and let the cold in from your love.
Sanctuary are a Jakarta-based risk management security company, owned and ran by Glenn Stirling and Terry Burkett. The lads put me up in Jakarta for a few nights and took me out on my last night to show me the town. Jakarta traffic is horrendous, so the lads organised for a local copper to give me an escort to the city limits. Cheers, lads.
And let them fly away with the wind, and I won't see you again. Anybody can see they're alright, but broken pieces will see.
I've been better, folks. I didn't do Borobudur this morning. Been up all night. I just can't keep anything down. It's coming out both ends. Really utter dirt. Man, there's no way I could have done a walk around the temple.
this morning, so I just got on the bike and put my head down. As luck would have it, it's an incredibly twisty road with loads of road work, so it's taken forever. I'm just going to go as far as I can, but I don't know how far I can get tonight. Foobar. Whose idea was this?
When I thought about holding on, you made me feel like I'm a waste of time. But you know one day when I'm gone, you won't remember.
I eventually got to Bali and was looked after by a friend of the family's, Peter Lewis. He runs a bar called Monsoon in Legian. Great place, great beers, great staff, and they do the best pies outside of Blighty. Well worth a visit if you're in Bali.
Anybody can see they're alright, but broken pieces will see your love, yeah. Broken pieces will see your love. Your
Bit different from Bali, I'm now in Lombok, on the east side, right on the edge of the island basically, right near the port, so I can get across to Sumbaia tomorrow first thing. This is the only hotel I could find in the place, and it wins the award. Check this out. Nice, eh? I like the choice of wallpaper.
When my love sent back to me, reminded me of what you said, that I spent too much time on you anyway. I'll take my seat amongst the dead. My heart is dead. Anybody can say they're alright, but broken pieces will see your love, yeah. Broken pieces will see your love, broken pieces will see.
Right, well folks, I am now in Kupang in Timor Leste, well West Timor. Hell of a journey. That ferry ride from Flores here to here is, it's not hell, that's a bit melodramatic, but it's not exactly pleasant. It's 22 hours, sometimes more, and literally you sleep on the deck. There's a couple of rows of plastic seats like you get at school, or there is metal bunks that you can sleep on with everybody else, and that's what I ended up doing, to be honest with you. I was so tired that I waited 26 hours for the ferry at Almere. It was supposed to be there, supposed to leave 9 o'clock Tuesday morning. It didn't actually arrive until gone 10 Wednesday morning. So that was pretty horrible, sitting at the dock. The hotel was full, so yeah, it wasn't pleasant. But I did manage to find another sort of hotel in Almere. So I stayed there, ended up staying there on Tuesday night, but it was pretty horrid, to be honest with you. Cheap, you know, it was
about £1.40, £1.50 for the night, but it wasn't nice. And I've got used to sleeping with bed bugs now, so that didn't really bother me. But anyway, I eventually got on the ferry. The ferry took 22 hours rather than 18 from Aimeri on the southern coast of Flores. For anybody's info that's going that way, every Tuesday and every Thursday at 9 o'clock in the morning, that's when they should be going. And it's generally supposed to take about 18 hours, but this one took 22 for whatever reason. But get there early because it's first come, first served, and it's a bit of a bum fight, but the people are great. Managed to get the East Timor invitation letter, which you need to cross the land border. So I applied for that yesterday, explained the situation, that the ferry was a day late and that I had to get the ship on Monday in Dili. Normally it takes 3 days, and the bloke turned it round for me in less than 1 day. Fantastic. So I went and picked that up today in the rain. So yeah, going to leave first thing tomorrow morning. By the way, I'm staying in this place, Hotel La Hacienda. Fantastic. I heard about it from Chris Bowden, the British guy I met in Malaysia when I was shipping my bike to Indonesia. He stayed here, told me all about it. It's owned and run by a German chap called Michael, and he's brought some German efficiency to the place, and it's fantastic. It really is awesome. If you're coming to Kupang, this is the place to stay. I honestly 100% mean it. Hotel La Hacienda. It's on Google, it's on booking.com. It's about 280,000 a night, I think, for this is a standard room. 280,000, that's about, what is that? About 15 quid a night, something like that. Breakfast included. It's a decent hot shower, which you don't get in Indonesia. There's a hot shower here. The bed is clean, it's comfortable, there's aircon. There's even Wi-Fi, although that's down because of the storms at the moment. But yeah, it's brilliant. And the food is awesome. It's awesome. You just don't get food like this in Indonesia, and it's good. You know, there's Western food here, German schnitzels, the steaks are awesome. So I'm having a bit of luxury, my last day here, and then Dili tomorrow hopefully. Loving it. See ya.
Не всякий поймет, кто не рискует, тот ты не пьет. Кто не стремится чего-то достичь, тот чаще бывает не охотник, а дичь. Не мне вас учить. Легко ложится в руку карабин. Моя кровь — это сплошной адреналин. Я нахожу путь в темноте. Мое счастье — упоение в борьбе. Когда не отсидеться в даре.
Well folks, thought I may as well do a bit of a kit review. I'm going to review the Spada Predator race gloves that Spada very kindly gave me for the trip. I'm reviewing them now because, as you can see, the left one, after almost 70,000 miles, pretty much a year and a half of everyday constant use in all weathers, that is now burst to the fingers, as you can see. So, you know, the important finger sticks straight through, and this one now, when the gloves get wet, that one comes through as well. So they're bogging, and this left hand one's knackered, so there's not much point in me taking them all the way to Australia. I'll just have to get another pair when I get there. So I thought I'll just review these now and save a bit of space really in my luggage. The right hand side one, there's a small hole forming here, so it won't be long before that's like this. But I've got to say, these are actually, I've had the top spec Dionysi race gloves before, the 250 odd quid ones. And I've had Frank Thomas ones, I've had Alpine Star gloves before, a whole selection of them. And I've got to say, for summer gloves, for track use and just everyday riding, these have been fantastic. I think they're about 70 quid, 60, 70 quid. They weren't much at all. Spada Predator there. The leather was really, really, really soft and supple. And as long as it's kept fed, if you like, then it'll keep that. But obviously, being on the road, these have dried right out because I've not worn them in the last 4 or 5 days. And with the heat here, so they're like cardboard now. But a bit of moisture and you know, the good as gold. When you first buy them, I thought they were awesome. You get loads of feel. You know, there's a lot of feel through the leather for the clutch and the brakes. I just love these. Absolutely love these gloves. They're light enough so that your hands don't get overly hot when it's really hot. Bearing in mind, you know, I've crossed the Sahara Desert with these, being in 35 plus degree, in fact over 40 degree heat in Japan with these things, and my hands were fine. And when it gets cold, believe it or not, the coldest I've had so far was the winters back home when I was first back home after Africa, and it got to like -15 I think, and I was still wearing these with the R&G heated grips, and yeah, because this is thin you get the heat through the grips, and they were fine, spot on. Good looking glove, loads of armour, loads of protection on them all across the knuckles. Each of the knuckles on the fingers, there's loads of armour there. You've got protection around the wrist joint, even on the thumbs. Yeah, spot on. Really do like these gloves, and yeah, I'll certainly be looking at getting a pair of these when I get back. And if I can find a pair in Darwin, I'll pick these up again. Yeah, spot on. Good effort, Spada. Actually, I'm pretty impressed with their clothing, I've got to say. Right then, folks, it's 10th, I think, 10th of December, day, I don't know what it is, 210, something like that. I'm in Dili, East Timor, Timor Leste, and tomorrow, early doors, I fly to Darwin in Oz, and I can't wait. Indonesia's a good country. The people are fantastic, the people are amazing. Incredibly friendly, really are friendly and welcoming. Love bikes like everybody has done so far, but you know, they really kind of go out their way to introduce themselves and make you feel at home. I'm only sorry that by the time I got to Indonesia, to be honest with you, I kind of had enough really, and I just wanted to get to Australia. And so I have really battered my way through Indonesia. I've done it in a month, exactly 1 month, and it's too quick. If you're doing the whole thing from Medan all the way down through all the islands, you know, Sumatra, Java, Lombok, Sumbawa, Flores, then across to Timor. If you're doing all that, a month isn't long enough, it really isn't. You're not going to see anything. I haven't seen anything. But to be honest with you, once you've seen a volcano and some hills and some lush green sort of foresty jungle, once you've seen that, it's just, I don't know, nothing, there's very few things that had made me go, wow. But then I haven't visited the touristy sites, you know, I haven't visited the 3 lakes. I didn't go up, oh god, I forgot the name of it now. Never mind, can't remember. I didn't go up to any of the volcanoes, you know, right up and close and personal. But you know, I saw them from the road, but I didn't go up and experience them. So that's my own fault. I'm not into diving, so I haven't done any of the diving, and that apparently is fantastic all around Indonesia. But I just sort of battered my way through, and I paid for that because I've been run down, I've been grouchy, because I was just hammering my way, trying to get as much mileage done every day. I wasn't stopping, you know, I didn't stop at all during the day, didn't stop for food. I know you'll find that hard to believe. So I was living on, you know, whatever I could get for grub in the evening. Sometimes you can't get anything. Some of the hotels that you find, the guest houses, they're literally just a shack, you know, there's a couple of walls with some sort of roof over it. So it's my own fault. You know, I could have made much more use of my time in Indonesia, but I didn't. Bali was a very welcoming break. I needed that, so massive thanks to Peter Lewis and the folks down at Monsoon Bar in Bali. That was brilliant. Cheers Gary and the lads and Dietmar and everybody that I met there. That was really good. I enjoyed my sort of 3-4 days there. So now I'm heading off to Oz. Can't wait, just cannot wait. I'm a little bit apprehensive about the quarantine issue with the bike. We spent the whole day cleaning the bike today, literally stripped everything, stripped all the fairings off, all the plastic came off the bike. But there's one thing, I don't think they took out the air filter. And I think that can bite me in the arse, because I think they checked the air filter. And that's going to be bogging. My own fault, I should have made sure. I did say to the lads, but I didn't physically check, and I didn't stand over them while they did that. I was cleaning all the luggage at the time. So I don't know if they cleaned the air filter. That can bite me. And when we're loading it into the container, I could see little signs of dirt here and there around the heads of the bolts, and you know, I cleaned all the bolts that I could get, but the guys were doing other ones, and you know, some of us haven't done a good job, whether that was me or them, I don't know. But anyway, too late, can't worry about it now. I suppose it'll just be another fee to pay in Australia. My voice is knackered because we were out in the sun all day today, and well, I just sound like a right moaning mini in Indonesia. I'm sorry, I found it tough. I really have found Indonesia tough. I need this break in Oz. I need a bit of normality, a bit of Western culture. I'm looking forward to that. And then it's Christmas. I don't know where I'll be for Christmas. I'm hoping I might be in Sydney for New Year. That would be awesome to see. And then cross over to Chile. And sort of the last wilderness leg really, up through South America, Central America, up to the States. Then it's the States, Canada, Alaska if I can get up that far. And then if I can arrange it, if I've got the money, I'll get across to Iceland, then the Faroe Islands, back to Denmark, right down to the Netherlands, up to Hull, into Scotland, ferry across to Ireland, round Ireland, Isle of Man, which I'm definitely going to be at. You know, nothing's stopping me. I've got the ferry booked. Nicky's got the campsite booked. We'll be at the Isle of Man for the race week. Don't worry. I'll miss practice week, but I think I'm there from about the first, second, or third. I can't remember what date it is. And then from there, back to the UK. The hub dates in the UK, Horizons Unlimited dates, have just been released, and I think that could fit in. So I might pop along to the hub for the Thursday, Friday, and then I think it's Saturday the 21st, I think, of June. I'll mosey on down to the cenotaph, and that'll be the end. So not counting my blessings yet. There's still a long way to go. There's still another 30,000 miles, 30,000 miles. But I started to feel like I'm on the way home now. Thanks for all your support. The Sponsor Me page was incredible. It blew me away, the generosity of you guys there. I was pretty much facing the end when I got to Australia. There was no money left. And you guys have really stepped up to the mark there, and you know, I only hope I make a good effort of this book and DVD. I hope you enjoy the t-shirts and the wristbands and the lanyards and the badges and you know, everything that you guys have all bought. It's been incredible support. Blew me away, it really did. I couldn't believe how quickly everyone embraced it and got behind it. Some people more than once, multiple times. Thank you so much. There's still a long way to go. I'm still 10 grand short, but if I can get to the States, you know, by the time I get to the States, it'll be a make or break then, really. So it's got to attract some more interest by the time I get there. But keep sharing it, keep liking the stuff. Please keep dropping me messages on Facebook. That's fantastic, and through the email as well, info@TeapotOne.com. It really does make a hell of a difference, you know, to get the personal messages that are coming through. It's awesome. It really is awesome, and it does bring a smile to my face sometimes when you've had a tough day. Nowhere near as tough as you lot at home having to work. I appreciate that. I am living the dream. I am living it. But some days, you know, said it before, some days you're the bear, other days you're the woods. And mostly through Indonesia I've been in the woods, to be honest with you. So we'll see what the next stage brings. Still loving it. Live your life.
Well, the whole room shakes when the train rolls by. I lie awake, wonder sometimes where they're going. I wanna be going somewhere. Cause it cuts me up to think I'm way off track. And every time I move, something holds me back. But I know now, there's nothing keeping me. I'm gonna leave this town tomorrow. Pack my bags and disappear. Go to some place where no